Hey Deckers, Liam here. I got sent over a key for Lies of P from a company called ICOPartners, and it was developed by NeoWiz. Now, Lies of P is a brand new Souls-like that takes the story of Pinocchio and turns it on its head into something surprisingly great. Now, I'll admit to you, I wasn't really sold on the idea of this game originally, but after playing it, I'm actually a pretty big fan now. I'll say for the record though, I am terrible at these games and I don't play them very often. But Lies of P has a lot of charm to it that has really made me appreciate it. For those interested, on Steam Deck, it runs without issues out of the box, and you can get really good performance out of this as well. Here is a quick side-by-side just of one area across the different presets of low, medium, high and best, and you'll see the difference in the frame rate there pretty clearly. So low and medium do pretty well at 60 frames a second, but medium with a little mixture, a little sprinkle of high settings can be a really good sweet spot here where it can remain really smooth overall. So for my own playthrough, I mixed together visibility and texture set to high with everything else on medium with FSR2 set to quality. Now I also used the Steam Deck's refresh rate set to 45 because the in-game limiter made the frame time a bit wobbly and a bit weird, so it was better to use the built-in one on the Steam Deck. So with Lies of P, it's all about how you want to play it. You can stick with low and medium, get a pretty much 60 frames a second, or tweak it a little bit to get some higher settings, and then a smooth 45, which I just felt like is a really nice middle ground overall on performance and visuals. I'm also doing this on SteamOS 3.5 preview now that it's available, so check my previous video on SteamOS 3.5 features if you missed it, because part of it was an updated graphics driver, and it clearly does rather well with Lies of P. Valve have given it an official playable Steam Deck rating due to it having some small text, which is fair because it does, but it's not a huge problem. One other issue I noticed is that sometimes it won't exit cleanly, leaving me with a black screen, and at least once I've had to reboot the entire Steam Deck because it just wouldn't quit. But that doesn't happen all of the time. Most of the time it is just fine. And other than that, really, I'm genuinely impressed with the Lies of P experience on Steam Deck. And I think it's a great game to add to your collection, especially if you're a fan of challenging Souls-like games. And I actually had less trouble with Lies of P than I did with Elden Ring. Not just because of the performance, but it feels like a better intro to the Souls-like genre. It feels a bit more accessible to me. My biggest issue with these games is that I'm just truly horrible at blocking. I don't know what it is, but my timing is never right, and half the time I just completely forget to block. Admittedly, I'm a bit of a button basher, but somehow I'm still getting through this okay for the most part. I'll leave you with a few more gameplay clips to give you a reasonable idea of what to expect. Just remember I'm terrible at these, but I've really enjoyed it, and I think it's a great game that you should go and check out. Let me know what you think in the comments, leave a like, and I'll see you later.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
Welcome to the sanctuary of the Grand Covenant. Prove your identity. Who are you? Grand Covenant's fourth law. A puppet cannot lie. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe. Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. That was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.